Hey everyone, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to give you an update on Assembly Bill 1244. I want to show you all the progress that we have made. And I also want to alleviate some of the fears that some of you might have. At the same time, bring awareness to show you how significant this bill, if signed into law, how significant this will be on your life. So let's begin with our progress. I want to thank all of you who have been forwarding my petition around. I have created a petition to oppose Assembly Bill 1244 that was authored by Christopher Holden out of California. And what I basically did today is I Googled the search term of Assembly Bill 1244. I just typed in AB 1244. Our petition did not pop up. But when I typed in 1244 California, our petition popped up number one, guys, number one on Google. The more signatures we get, the greater chance that there is that our petition is going to pop up in Google. And it's already number one. We cannot give up. We can't let in 1 inch. Don't give them 1 inch, guys. We need to continue fighting this. I have an important conversation, maybe a life-changing conversation tomorrow with somebody of significance. I'm not going to disclose who this is, but this person pulls a lot of weight in the security industry. I'm not happy with the way things are going, and I'm going to communicate with this person. I'm not going to give away my game plan yet. Hopefully this phone call will go just as planned. Again, we want to just give people an opportunity to explain themselves. We want to be able to work with them, if anything. On top of that, I want to give you guys all a shout out, a special thank you who have been forwarding my petition. David from the Security Guard Command usually does things behind my back in a good way. He didn't even tell me that he was going to post our petition on Reddit. He didn't even do that. So while I was Googling AB 1244, I found the Security Guard Command's post. And what I like about what he did is he's taking all kinds of bullets in his direction. He's dodging the bullets. That's what he's doing. And he's answering everybody that has questions. And guys, on Reddit, I can't stand being on Reddit. I don't even have, I might have an account, but I'm not on there. I just get too irritated. David has a lot of patience and tact, and he's addressing all these concerns. The number one negative remark that we get is that qualified managers, and a qualified manager is basically your security company manager. Qualified managers should be qualified. They should be able to lead an organization, and I am not going to dispute that. They should be leaders. They should be qualified to lead the organization. Now, in California and elsewhere, we're a free market, guys. If the qualified manager runs a security company to the ground, well, that's on him or her. And our state of California, we have an enforcement bureau called the BSIS. And the BSIS has attorney general prosecutors who will prosecute qualified managers. Now, the only issue is that when there's a qualified manager and they're attached to a license, if they conduct any business in an unlawful manner or unethical manner, there's no license to take away, only the private patrol operator license whom they are attached to. And on another positive note, BSIS, they can revoke, if found guilty, they can revoke baton permits, firearm permits, guard cards, all those other things. The only thing that they can't do is revoke a qualified manager license, because there is no qualified manager license that exists. There's a certificate program, but not a license program. Okay. Now, some of you thinking this is a good idea. Let me tell you this. If you want to start a security company in California, you have to have a qualified manager on board. And with the new requirements, this qualified manager has to have 2 years of security related experience. I have no problem with that at all. But on top of that, they have to have 1 year experience as a manager or as an administrator for a licensed and current private patrol operator. So if you get this 1 year experience from a security company that went out of business, your time experience does not count anymore. That's not fair. Also, let's just say you get into a security company called, I don't know, Little Johnny and Sons. Well, I can already tell you that you're not going to be the manager. There's a good chance you're not going to be the manager. Maybe a supervisor. You're probably not going to be an administrator, because who's going to be in charge of the security company? Well, Johnny Sr. and Johnny Jr. and all the sons, okay? They're going to be in charge of the security company. They're going to be the managers. So what is going to end up happening is you're going to go to another company and try to advance, and then another company. And we know that sometimes you got to be in the good old boy club. And then there's some companies, guys and gals, that you have to wait until a manager retires. That could be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 40 years. So what, you're going to wait 40 years in order to qualify, to be a qualified manager? It's unrealistic. It's unfair. This is a bill that's actually brought up by the top, I want to say top 3 or top 5 security companies in California and even in the world. There's a lot more that I'm going to discuss on camera if I don't feel the people that I'll be contacting soon are being transparent. Then there's a lot more I'm going to say on camera. Okay? Again, I'm not happy right now. I'm angry, upset, frustrated at the same time. Guys and gals, this doesn't have to happen this way. Sign my petition, and when we mobilize, I need you to help. I can't have you just sit there and watch all of our YouTube videos and think, man, hopefully this bill doesn't pass. Because if you sit there and don't do nothing, this bill is going to pass. And the only one to blame is yourself, because you decided just to sit there and be a spectator. You cannot be a spectator. Some of you might be asking me, Sean, what are the chances of Assembly Bill 1244 passing? If you just sit there and become a spectator, it is going to pass. Governor Gavin Newsom, California, is going to sign that bill. I'm going to say that again. The chances are going to be pretty good of Assembly Bill passing if you just sit there. You cannot sit there. You have to get up and do something. I strongly believe that we can fight this, and I believe that we could be successful, but I need you to help. Guys, we have people from other states that are sharing Assembly Bill 1244 petition with their family members. Special shout out to Eric Conley, one of our subscribers. He also has his YouTube channel. He lives in Florida, guys. He signed it. He had his family members sign it as well. Special shout out to Randy. Randy has over 1,000 subscribers on Instagram, and I got about 20 signatures from Randy's post. So thank you for that as well. The Security Zone, my man at Security Zone, Officer Bahi, thank you so much for posting this. I'm sure that we got more people signing this petition. As for those of you that I forgot, I know that I forgot it. Oh, a T. We have a subscriber by the name of T. T is my right-hand man. He got us a bunch of signatures. Mark Danilian, one of my long-term friends that I known back in the police academy, same thing. I know that he got some signatures in as well. If I forgot your name, and I probably did, forgive me, guys. Thank you so much. I just don't know what to say anymore. I'm just so grateful. I mean, we have 238 signatures on this petition. Hopefully by the end of tonight, we'll have 300. That's our goal, guys, for tonight is 300. Please allow us to get to that. How do we do that? Well, guys, if you're working security tonight or in the morning or right now at the time that you watch this video, walk up to your coworker during your lunch period and just ask, hey, can you sign this petition? It's going to help us all out. If you want to know specifics on the petition, then read it. Okay. Click on the link and read all about it. About 90% of you will not be able to qualify as a qualified manager. Now, on the good thing about everything, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, if it does pass, you're going to probably most likely have until January 1st of 2025 to get your private patrol operator license or your qualified manager certificate. You're going to have a good amount of time, but there's no guarantee on that time limit, guys. And if you decide not to do anything because you think that you have time, this is not going to, you're not going to be helped, because in the long run, they're going to pass legislation against you because nobody opposes. Guys, we are the only ones right now in the industry that is opposing this bill. We're the only ones. There's no one opposing it. If you know of anybody opposing this before we started broadcasting those videos, let me know, because I like to be interested in knowing who. Also, if you're a private investigator, you need to sign this petition because this bill affects you. You're going to have to pay every 2 years for a qualified manager license. You might have to go through the exam again. I don't know. I don't see any exemptions written to the bill, but qualified managers for private investigator agencies, this bill applies to you. Okay, guys, that's all I got. Please forward this video to as many people as you can. Forward my petition, please. Go on your cell phone, go to all your contacts, and send the petition. Just ask your contacts if they would kindly sign the opposition of Assembly Bill 1244. Thank you, guys. Good night and be safe.